3 months have passed since a stranger shot and killed 17-year-old Louise Wilson while she was driving to Galveston with her friends. The gunman has not been found, but community leaders are hoping a new campaign can bring some attention to the case.
Yeah, so right now, Louise's parents, Krista and Daniel Wilson, are joining us live again to share this heartbreaking story and to keep these details in the news to hopefully find their daughter's killer. We did show people yesterday those billboards, Krista and Daniel. We know that Crime Stoppers helped you to put some of these up. So what do you think of these billboards?
I'm pretty excited about it, just for the fact that it keeps putting pressure on the suspect or suspects.
Yeah.
You know, their face is out there, people can see it, and we really hope that people take the opportunity to look at it and to, if they know something, to please call in.
Yeah, I mean, so the billboards, there are 2 or are there more than 2?
I believe there's at least 10.
Oh, wow.
Throughout the Houston suburban area.
Okay, all right. And then so hoping you can walk us through what happened. And I know that you've shared this story many times, but we want people to remember these details, that it was on December 10th. So in case if anything jogs their memory about, hey, I was in that specific area, tell us what happened on December 10th, the time of day and where she was going.
The details.
December 10th, she had worked that night prior. She had just got off work and was with a couple of friends and was headed down to Galveston. She headed down 290, was on 6, I'm sorry, got off on 290 and was heading around, got on 45, the Pierce elevated there about 1 a.m. She had just stopped about 40 miles before at a Buc-ee's there in Waller, and then down there on 45 at the Pierce elevated, she got into a traffic incident with somebody. They pulled up next to her and they shot her. It was a black 4-door sedan. The suspect description is just a black male in his early 20s, dreads with tips dyed blonde.
Mm-hmm.
The passenger was shot, but was able to get this description to a sketch artist. And, I've talked to Johnny before, and he said that, that's exactly what was in his mind, so.
Daniel, we have the sketch up now. So what you're saying is her boyfriend, who was in the car with her, was able to help provide these details about the sketch for the sketch artist.
Yeah, he was a friend in the car. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. And obviously, we want you to keep sharing these details because we feel for you, and we do hope that somebody can recognize this person and maybe trigger some more details that can lead to an arrest. And luckily for you, Crime Stoppers has increased the reward from $5,000 to $20,000. Are you thankful for that?
We're very thankful. Her work did a fundraiser where she was working. They raised $5,000 of that. Crime Stoppers has their usual award of up to $5,000, and then we contributed the rest to get to the $20,000. So it's up to a $20,000 reward for arrest, and so just anybody that knows something, because as Mr. Castro has said, and Mr. Kaon from Crime Stoppers, is that this person is talked. They've probably bragged about what they've done to our little girl to somebody because they think it was, some kind of a status symbol to kill somebody like this. So somebody out there has talked, and just you can report anonymously, and if you want the reward, you can, give them your information, and you still remain anonymous through that, even if it leads to it. And so up to the time you receive that check at the bank, you're anonymous.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, you don't have to ever tell your name.
Absolutely, and that's why we know that these Crime Stoppers rewards have been very beneficial in finding and bringing up new leads, because they don't ever have to know who you are. Crime Stoppers is not releasing that information as long as it leads them to the person that they're interested in this case. We've been showing them the vehicle description one more time. I know it's not much, but if you know somebody who drives a vehicle that looks like what?
It's a black newer model 4-door sedan.
Black
I
newer
know
model.
it's very, very common in the city, but it's a black four-door newer model sedan.
And the suspect, who has not been identified, will show him once again. Police say they believe he's in his mid-20s with short dreadlocks that were partly dyed blonde. If this suspect happens to be watching the news this morning, or somebody that he knows, a relative, what message would you have for this person that killed your daughter?
Just have a conscience and step forward. That'd be part of, the forgiveness process, is to confess and repent, and just to come forward and clear your conscience.
All right, Krista and Daniel Wilson, thank you both so much for joining us again. And we hope that the next time we see you, we're reporting an arrest in this case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're right. I mean, people do talk about this. So if you know anything about the shooting or you recognize that gunman, call Crime Stoppers. They are, again, offering a reward up to $20,000 that leads to the arrest of the suspect. So hopefully $20,000 is enough to make people talk to.